Welcome everyone to WEDF Smackdown Live. I'm Connor Whitty alongside the one, the only, Mr. Exclusive himself.
Thank you, Connor. Doing a better job than my two sidekicks on Sunday Night Raw. I am Mr. Exclusive filling in for Malcolm on this very big edition of the CM Punk Show. Smackdown Live.
And we are hot off the heels of CM Punk's power play, where he not only has put Samoa Joe in a handicap match against Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns of the Shield, but also teamed Joshua Bishop and Shawn Michaels together against Rated RKO. And I have to ask, how the hell is this fair?
I think it's perfectly fair. I think it's 100% fair, but we do have our champion coming down to the ring, Samoa Joe. I'll explain why to you why it's fair, Connor. It's competition. Joe wants to be the best. Face all the members of the Shield. I think he's Bishop. I think he's good.
And Samoa Joe making his way down to the ring, WWE Championship, WEDF Championship around his waist. And
has been simply dominant since winning that title ever since WrestleMania 2, beating Randy Orton, I believe. He's been undefeated and dominant since then. And you know what? I have to feel sorry for the Shield to even go up against this man. 3-on-1, 4-on-1, it doesn't matter. I think Samoa Joe is up for a challenge regardless.
Yeah, but Samoa Joe, this ain't gonna be easy. I mean, the Shield are known for their pack of wolves mentality. So CM Punk, and he knows what the hell he's doing, putting Samoa Joe in a situation where the Shield, the Hounds are legal.
Samoa Joe.
It's true, Samoa Joe has a huge target on his back. But he isn't alone in this. You have to remember, Bishop and Shawn Michaels saved Samoa Joe last week from the Shield.
Sticking their nose in business they have no business. Sticking their nose in things they have no business doing.
And Samoa Joe faced Roman Reigns. That got a disqualification, and that led to Bishop and Shawn getting involved, evening the odds. And I don't think they're going to be here tonight. I don't think they're going to be here to help Joe tonight. He's all on his own against all three members of the Shield.
Speaking of people, Bishop interrupting Samoa Joe. You heard
we
Joe's
spoke
comment
about Bishop earlier. And what is Joshua Bishop doing out here? I mean, he has to have prepared a team of Shawn Michaels against Rated RKO. Why is he out here?
I'll tell you why he's out here, Connor. He's out here to not only answer Samoa Joe's call about beating him at Last Resort, but once again, he's out here trying to claim the spotlight for himself. Which, you know what? Usually I would be against, but I think Joshua Bishop needs this. I think he needs to take the spotlight from Joe. That's what he's doing. Who cares about it? Shawn Michaels can handle Rated RKO by himself. Joshua Bishop can be out here and handle Joe.
Do you really think he's just gonna leave Shawn Michaels alone to fend for himself?
I think he should. Bishop is the #1 contender. What point does he have to face Rated RKO? I mean, does it make any sense? No. He is the #1 contender. Therefore, he should be out here. Shawn Michaels can handle this by himself. He is the showstopper, is he not?
Well, the thing is, their match is next. Their match is first. So, it could be that Bishop is also out here. He's out here a little bit early, jumping the gun.
If I was smart, if I was Bishop, I would focus only on Joe and let Shawn Michaels handle Rated RKO by himself. I'm not Joshua Bishop, so his intentions we will find out.
Is he here to get the leg up on Samoa Joe? I guess now we know why he's helping Samoa Joe out. He wants Samoa Joe to be 100% heading into Last Resort.
That is
Dallas,
completely
Texas.
ludicrous reasons. I would have Joe be hurt. What is this? What is with this 100% nonsense?
Well, Joshua Bishop is a man of honor. He's a man with pride. Do you really think Joshua Bishop is the type of person to just accept, a plate being handed to him on a silver platter?
I know that if it was me, I would.
Well, Shawn Michaels, you have to remember, the guy has history with Rated RKO. Not only did, all the way back at WrestleMania 23 did he beat both members of Rated RKO, but he and Hunter of D-Generation X had a very bloody rivalry.
Wait a minute. I guess Bishop wanted him to get back in the ring. He told the referee to get out. Joe walks up the ramp.
But the ref's gonna have to be up by at the time. The match has to begin. But Samoa Joe's leaving. He said you have a match next. And speaking of Shawn Michaels,
the old man.
He may be old, but he still packs a hell of a kick.
I've been saying this once before. I've been saying it again. Shawn Michaels should not be in this where he is. Taking the spotlight from Rated RKO. Taking the spotlight from Joshua Bishop.
Really?
Yes.
You honestly think that Shawn Michaels is only in this for himself?
Of course! It's HBK. Have you not seen his history?
Well, Shawn Michaels is a changed man. He isn't as selfish as he was in the 90s.
If that's what you think, maybe I need to use some exclusive tapes of what I've seen of Shawn Michaels.
Of course you have some exclusive tapes. And they're probably an impersonator.
No.
You probably just got some guy up San Antonio and said, do your best impersonation of Shawn Michaels. I need some exclusive tape.
I would never do that. I once respected Shawn Michaels like everyone else. But as of right now, Shawn Michaels is taking the spotlight for himself. He's 40 plus years old. He's retired from WEDF. Instead, he's still out here claiming to be the showstopper. No.
Yeah, but I mentioned Shawn Michaels, his ego in the 90s. Do you think Joshua Bishop going down that same path as Shawn Michaels once did?
The path of what? Being ignorant or being arrogant?
Because, Shawn Michaels had a notorious ego in the 90s, and I think that ego could be rubbing off on Joshua Bishop. Both men are so arrogant.
Back in the 90s, back in the 90s, that's what made Shawn Michaels such a lethal competitor. That arrogance, the confidence, the devious acts. I think if Joshua Bishop actually went back and looked at the 90s Shawn Michaels, the Shawn Michaels that I respected, not the Shawn Michaels now, no. The Shawn Michaels that actually deserved everything he had. Not the Shawn Michaels that wants to take from the younger talent.
Yeah, but Bishop's becoming a lot more cocky, so we're starting to see a little more, we're starting to see a little more of the heartbreak kid of old in Joshua Bishop.
And hopefully he embodies that. Instead of pandering to these Neanderthals in the WEDF universe, or pandering to his family, or pandering to his wife and kids, he panders to himself, like the old HBK did.
We're walking down the ramp, the Rated R Superstar Edge, and Rated RKO. I think I'm gonna have to give them the advantage. they're a more cohesive unit, as opposed to Joshua Bishop, who's probably going to have Samoa Joe on his mind, and not Edge and Randy Orton.
I have to perfectly agree with you on that one, Connor. I personally think Rated RKO is going to wipe the floor, squash these two people clean. Bishop and HBK have no chemistry. So this match should be simply RKO, Rated RKO, winning in decisive fashion.
Well, ever since Joshua Bishop defeated Roman Reigns at Lash and Back, he's overdue for a rightful title match at the WEDF Championship, which he's finally getting against Samoa Joe, and that's gonna be on his mind. Until Last Resort, probably, that's gonna be on his mind. And Randy Orton making a quick tag to the Rated R Superstar Edge.
That's a smart move, and to correct you, Connor, he barely beat the big dog Roman Reigns.
Well,
Joshua Bishop, massive shoulder tackle there, using his massive strength.
Yeah, that's the power that Joshua Bishop possesses, and but I have to point something out. Rated RKO haven't been exactly on the same page.
Just miscommunication from our Randy Orton and Edge, Connor. Don't worry, these two men are professionals. They're former WEDF Tag Team Champions. They will.
Well, I could say Edge is a professional. I don't know about Randy Orton.
Both former professionals. Have you now speaking to Randy Orton before?
Well,
have you ever
Randy Orton
had a one-on-one?
Randy Orton does have quite the reputation of having some temper issues.
Doesn't mean he's not a professional.
No, the guy probably needs some anger management.
HBK, we got a roll up here. We got a roll up.
Go for the O'Connor roll, too! Oh, Edge reversing center of the ring. Oh, no!
Edge kicking out.
And Edge. And Edge,
turning Michaels inside out right there. That's what I'm talking about.
I have to point out that Shawn Michaels has a history of back issues. That could exacerbate that.
Yeah, another reason why I think HBK should retire.
But, what's going to happen? Edge and Randy Orton, multi-time world champions. Both of these
men. From HBK right there.
A la Triple H. But as I was about to say, Randy Orton and Edge, how are the egos going to keep their egos in check? The cracks are starting to show, and in Rated RKO, there's kind of this battle of who's the alpha male of the team.
Connor, as I said once before, and I'll keep always saying it, Randy Orton and Edge are professionals. Okay, they know where they are right now. They're in the tag. They will stay together. They will glue wherever they have mended. They will fix any crap they may be shown, and they will become WEDF Tag Team Champions again. I guarantee that.
Well, Randy Orton, Edge is, he's known for being an ultimate opportunist. You really think he isn't going to find the perfect opportunity to possibly backstab Randy Orton? Or will Randy Orton be the one to backstab Edge?
Because
Randy Orton is proud of the fact that he's a snake, a viper, that can strike at any time.
We have to remember, Edge woke up Orton, so if, Orton owes Edge pretty much his entire career right now. It was Edge who brought Randy back to prominence.
But Randy Orton tagged to Edge. And, kick to the gut of Joshua Bishop.
Good tag team work from Edge and Randy Orton here, Rated RKO.
Well, Edge, I want to point out something regarding, Edge waking up Randy Orton. Do you know one of Edge's nicknames is the Master Manipulator? Do you really think this isn't one of those times where he's manipulating Randy Orton, possibly to bring his own career back to prominence?
And he has. He was tag team champion. So if he did manipulate Randy, it sure worked.
Yeah, but
Randy hears voices in his head, so you don't think he knows this already?
And Edge, Randy Orton he probably would know if Edge was manipulated.
Good God, outside the ring, a brain buster.
Oh God, Randy. But I also have to bring up this theory. You know, I brought up the fact that Randy Orton's a snake. You know, what if Randy Orton is out manipulating the master manipulator?
Again, Randy Orton, his voice is in his head, does he not? You know, I've always been a big Randy Orton fan. I've always been one to believe that Orton is always 5 moves ahead of anyone, whether he's teaming with them, against them. Edge is great,
that could probably be the scenario we're dealing with. He's probably, maybe that Edge didn't wake up Randy Orton. Maybe Randy Orton used Edge to rejuvenate his career.
That's a kick to the back. And a knee from Edge.
God!
That's what I'm talking
You have to
about.
think Samoa Joe is watching Joshua Bishop every single move, every action, every movement. Samoa Joe is studying Joshua Bishop.
As he should. With Randy.
And Randy, we know this combination and the body slam.
Going to that place, hearing the voices in his head.
And the voices are saying, go for the kill, go for the hunt.
Yeah, WEDF Universe chanting RKO. We haven't heard them chant that in quite some time. And now, vintage Orton DDT.
And the fight is inching closer. And Randy Orton, he feels it! He feels it!
RKO, no! Bishop counters the big boot from Bishop.
Yeah, I was about to say Bishop needs a tag, and he gets just that. A tag of the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Now, the guy's in his own right a tag team specialist. He's teamed with so many different people over the years. Triple H, Marty Jannetty, Hulk Hogan at one point, Stone Cold, John Cena even. And of course we can't forget one of his best buds, Diesel, otherwise known as Kevin Nash.
Right, that's 100% correct. More than the European uppercut there. Listen to his chop string out to the arena.
Oh, Ric Flair would be proud of that one. Randy Orton. Oh.
Hey, kick out from HBK.
Classic HBK.
That's what you're looking for here. Tell Randy to get up.
Atomic drop!
That should be a disqualification right there. I think he went a little bit too low.
Well, if that should have been a disqualification, then Shawn Michaels would have been disqualified many times over the years.
I think he went a little bit too low, but a little referees be looking at this. Edge back in the match.
And you know for a fact that Shawn Michaels meant to go too low.
Edge, what intentions he have here? Wait, HBK.
Oh, the crossbody! Right hand! Only 2. But you have to remember Edge, in his own right, is a tag team specialist. Of course, teaming with his best friend Christian, Chris Jericho, Hulk Hogan too. Hogan keeps coming up in these conversations.
Yes, he does, actually.
In fact, I think
Joshua tune up the band.
End of this match, not to have
play chant music. Wait, what?
Whoa!
Tag himself in.
Tag himself in.
Disqualify him, Randy Orton.
Oh, Joshua Bishop. Oh, brainbuster again. 1, got him 2, he got him 3. That was the fall of ideals. And that was, that's probably the fall of Edge's neck. Because, you know, Edge has Edge has quite the history with neck issues. Joshua Bishop probably knew that. And Shawn Michaels and Joshua Bishop. I mean, Shawn Michaels, he might be celebrating, but he has to be a little bit angry that Bishop just blind tagged himself into the match after that sweet chin music on Edge. Shawn had him. Well, Joshua Bishop, I mean, he took the kill for himself. He saw that the bones were there, and he saw that blood was there. And, wait, hold on.
Man, I said it should have evolved.
Triple H is almost like he wants Lashley for his own purposes.
If I was Lashley, I would have done Triple H.
But why does Triple H want Lashley?
Are you kidding me? Do you not see Lashley?
I mean, you know, what business does Triple H have with Lashley? Is he really, truly wanting to rejuvenate his career? Or does he just want to use Lashley as a weapon?
It doesn't matter. It'll be better where Lashley's going right now. Come on.
Oh man! Triple H mashing up the equipment. He's furious.
Here's my boy Ziggler.
And here comes the show off. One of the men who has, you know, he's one of the most talented men on the WEDF roster.
He's the most talented. Second,
Dolph Ziggler.
He's the man who's going to be a future WEDF champion. I'm telling you that now, Connor. Listen to the WEDF universe praise Ziggler.
Yeah, the fans, they respect Dolph Ziggler's talent. They respect his work ethic. And we have not seen Dolph Ziggler since lashing back, where he lost the World Heavyweight Championship to the Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle.
Connor, as he is making a very good statement.
Ziggler's issuing an open challenge. I mean, I know he's a show-off, but for crying out loud. Oh
no.
This is delusional.
This delusional bum.
John Morrison! He has been trapped in the Smackdown!
This delusional bum.
The Tuesday Night Delight is here!
Can we get some, a straight jacket for this man? Have you not been saying what he was
John
doing?
Morrison on Tuesday night! And we're gonna see a lot of exceptional things from the Prince of Hardcore!
I think we'll see him being in a straight jacket sooner or later. Have you not seen the things he's done on Raw? Come on, man.
I'm happy to see John Morrison on Tuesday night.
How can you be happy about this man's a psychopath?
He's talented.
He's a psychopath. Delusional.
Everyone in this business is a psychopath in their own right.
This man's delusional. Did you see the stuff he was doing on Monday Night? I don't want this man nowhere near my show. My show.
Oh, it's your show. I thought this was the CM Punk show.
I'm on commentary. My show right now. I don't want to see this man right here. Are you kidding me? Plus, CM Punk gave long authorization to say that. So there you go. And plus, the last time we saw Morrison, you know what he did? He lost to some Uber driver still carrying the NXT title. He knew something. Sami Zayn.
Really?
Get out of here.
Uber driver.
Drafted to SmackDown. Dolph Ziggler.
I think Sami Zayn would make a fun Uber driver.
This man, Ziggler.
I would like to have Sami Zayn as my Uber driver.
I bet you would, Connor. I bet you would. Let's go, Ziggler. Beat this man.
And John Morrison with a headlock applied. John Morrison starting off technical with Dolph Ziggler.
Look how easily Ziggler gets out of that. Good job, Ziggler. Pandering to the Neanderthals. Pandering.
Well, Dolph Ziggler, he didn't take advantage. That could have been a mistake. And, you know, these two have a lot in common. A lot of people are comparing Ziggler's path to the top to John Morrison's. Because John Morrison, tell me if this sounds familiar. John Morrison went toe-to-toe with the big boys, such as The Rock, Shawn Michaels. He turned on a tag team partner, and you know, I think these two have a lot in common.
First of all, let me stop you right there. Yeah, they may have done similar things, but there's nothing in common. Dolph Ziggler is on a way higher level than Mr. Morrison over here. Way higher level. Yeah, they both have accolades. And John Morrison's former champion in his own right. I give him respect for that. But Ziggler is just on top of a whole different game, a whole different ball field. Wholly different. And you're going to see that here tonight as he takes out the psychopath, the delusional, the lunatic, John Morrison.
I mean, if John Morrison's a psychopath, then what does that make a man who's willing to dress up like a male cheerleader?
No, don't just speak of those days, man. That wasn't Dolph Ziggler.
True, that was the notorious Nikki. But, off topic. Unlike Dolph Ziggler, John Morrison is a two-time WEDF champion, and every time Ziggler's had a title match, he's always come up short. He's come up short against Goldberg. He's come up short against Edge. He's come up short against Abyss. And now he's come up short against Kurt Angle.
Fluke wins. Flukes. All flukes. First of all, look at Goldberg. Are you kidding me? Goldberg? Of course Dolph Ziggler lost to Goldberg. It's freaking Goldberg.
Wait, hold on. You said that was a fluke win, yet how can Goldberg win over Dolph Ziggler be a fluke?
Because Dolph Ziggler is a greatness. Look what he's doing in there. Look at this Look at this man in the ring right now.
Dolph Ziggler showing off. But that, you know, losing to those guys makes me question Dolph Ziggler compared to John Morrison, who won a gauntlet match at Summerfest, again, and also involving CM Punk, Stone Cold, The Rock, and Booker T, and he's defended against the likes of The Miz, Kofi Kingston, and Shawn Michaels.
Past tense, what has he done now? What has he done for me lately, sir? He's done nothing. Except walk around looking at people thinking that they're The Miz every time he looks at someone. Delusional. That was, what, 4 seasons ago? How long has that been since he's been a champion here in WEF? We got pinfall here from Ziggler. Morrison should have just stayed down. Morrison has done nothing for me now. He's done nothing now. Ziggler has been on top of his game. Who cares what John Morrison did in the past?
Oh, Morrison showing off.
Come on. right now. Morrison in control.
Oh, Morrison in control. Enziguri on Dolph Ziggler. Nice whip. Oh!
Don't worry, this is a setback for Dolph Ziggler. Like, look at the
Oh!
cat-like reflex to counter.
Morrison! Oh! What a counter!
More than life.
This is a reversal fest.
Counter these men both.
Counter after counter.
Craft.
These two men are friends. They're pretty good friends. So of course these two are gonna know each other inside out like this.
Morrison with a beautiful DDT there. I gotta give credit when credit is due.
Yeah, but tonight they're putting their friendship aside. You know, tonight is all about the wins.
So I don't think no one is truly friends here in WEDF. If Morrison was Ziggler's friend, you know what Morrison would have did? He would have came down to the ring during this open challenge and he would have laid on the mat for Dolph Ziggler to get a nice pinfall. That's what a friend would do. They're not friends.
Morrison just hit the moonlight drive.
You saw Ziggler was able to counter from even that. That's what I'm talking about. Wait, Ziggler kick to the stomach here.
A super kick, a small super kick to the stomach. Ziggler into the corner. And oh, snake eyes! Oh, the
famous there from Ziggler. That might be it. I think Morrison got cut there.
I think Morrison he hit the mat so hard it might have bust something.
Kick out from Morrison. Either out from the snake eyes, one of the two. Maybe he hit some of the metal, and the famous just activated that injury there.
And then it just kind of aggravated the blood.
I'm talking about. See, this is what I'm talking about, Kane. Look how talented Ziggler is, man. Look.
Yeah, I can't really deny it. Dolph Ziggler, one of the most talented men in professional wrestling.
Looking for a super kick.
And it's tuning up the band. Super Bowl!
Counter from Morrison. Wait, Morrison.
Moonlight drive again.
Another moonlight drive.
What the hell is he? Oh! Pulling him in to a kick.
What is Morrison looking for?
Uh-oh. You don't want to be here against John Morrison!
No. Move!
Hey!
Kick out! Is it a good kick out?
Oh, he's gonna be good! Morrison picks up the win! This is calling out the return that Dolph Ziggler would have wanted, but John Morrison picks up the victory! What a debut for John Morrison, but Dolph Ziggler has nothing to be ashamed of. He put up a hell of a fight.
Dolph Ziggler made John Morrison look good tonight. That's all that was.
Listen, ladies, John Morrison back into the WEDF Championship hunt. Samoa Joe and Joshua Bishop should be taking note on John Morrison's performance here tonight.
Yeah, maybe they should, and also call someone with a straight jacket in case they think he's the Miz. In case John will think everyone's the Miz again.
John Morrison. Whoa, hang on. What the hell?
Gordon.
He put an emphasis on wake up. Oh, attention, crap. I had a point for it. Threatened to lose the Bishop from the Smackdown. Some major tension with Randy Orton rated RKO.
I agree with everything Orton says right there. He is the face of that team.
Yeah.
I agree with Orton.
Oh, here we go. Oh no. Well, we should probably get a stretcher out here.
Do we have the family, the number of the family of these players?
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to give them the bad news, Kenji.
I will be calling.
But, and I'm over here being like, what the hell? Heath Slater has an entrance?
Yep, he does. Heath Slater, one of the most talented people here. He should always put that entrance. But I'm gonna have to tell his kids, his wife, to inform them of the terrible news that Heath Slater will be out of action for a while.
Well, I hope he gets back soon. He needs his job. To support his... I don't know how... Pretty big he has. He has 70. 70? 70 kids.
7.
Oh, that's the thing.
Here comes the monster amongst men. One of my picks to be WEDF Champion this season. The whole effing stroll. Braun Strowman looks like the whole stroll.
Well, one thing's for sure, Slater's not gonna have any more kids after this. Slater, I either run now, or we're gonna have to give your kids news that unfortunately Heath Slater is he's not gonna be in action anymore. I can tell you that much. Heath Slater. Oh dear God, this isn't good. Heath Slater is like a mouse that wandered into a monster's cave. It won't end well for the mouse.
Walk away, Slater. Walk away.
No, I could say a bear, but Slater, but Braun could probably beat the hell out of a monster. A bear.
Strowman ran over everyone at
Braun could probably beat the hell out of a bear. He dominated Shawn Michaels, Ryback, Rey Mysterio, Lashley. Made them look like ragdolls. What the hell is Heath Slater going to be able to do?
Heath Slater's going to be able to do one thing. Run. And
he's not running. He's not running. He's not running.
You need to run, Heath.
I swear to God. If John Morrison needs a straitjacket, what the hell does Heath Slater need for staying in the ring with Braun Strowman?
Participation award.
Fair enough. That sounds accurate.
Strowman whips Slater.
Strowman
I'm surprised this match is still going on. I'm surprised this match is even still going on, to be honest with you.
You look at the speed of Braun Strowman. The guy is like, I don't know, 7 feet. He's like 6'8", 385 pounds. Yet he's moving like he's a part of the cruiserweight division.
Look at that scream, and look at Slater. He stumbled from that scream, basically.
Yeah, and Braun Strowman isn't even trying. He's just treating. He's just like a cat playing with its favorite toy. He's having a lot of fun, and he's not going to stop anytime soon.
Poor Slater.
Oh! He's been reduced to a monster toy. Oh, and out of the ring goes Slater. You should probably stay out, Heath. You should probably take this opportunity to
run.
Run as far away as you can.
Strowman's not even gonna allow that to happen.
Oh God! This is hard to watch. This is hard to watch. Poor Heath. Oh, God.
I mean, I like what's happening to Heath Slater, but, you know, I'm enjoying watching this destruction from Strowman.
The SmackDown locker room better be watching carefully. They better be put on notice.
They should have already been
Remember
put
what
on
Braun
notice.
did to Alex Riley? Just imagine what he'll do to everyone else.
Wait, Strowman. Dropping Slater on the mat. Slater...
Kenji, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Slater has lasted longer than Alex Riley.
Slater has lasted longer than most men.
So Slater, but that's only because
I think it's One, two, 3. Give me a second. I have to call Heath Slater's family.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. I'll just take a moment of silence for Slater.
Hello, Mrs. Slater. Yes, this is Mr. Exclusive Kenji. I'm just calling to inform you that your husband, Heath Slater, has been decimated, victimized, and is, yeah, he's not in good shape. I know, Mrs. Slater, I know, but just take it from me. He tried. We'll send his next of kin, and we'll send some ring gear to his kids. Okay. She's not very happy.
I can imagine she isn't. I'm assuming, based on that, she didn't take it very well.
Yeah, she said what about his job? So we'll, you know, send his ring gear to his kids.
Yeah, he can. The Slater. Well, up next, singles action as Curtis Axel takes on Evan Bourne, and Kenji's probably going to be distracted by who's at ringside.
Super Ronnie!
I was just about to say that before I was interrupted by Kenji, who's marking out way too hard for R-Truth.
The man that is better than perfect. Curtis freaking Axel. Look at this man.
If Axel wins, he could very well be in the Intercontinental Championship picture. No doubt about it.
I think Axel will win tonight. Showing he's a third generation superstar. Second generation star. Son of Mr. Perfect.
He actually is a third generation superstar. The son of Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect, as well as the grandson of Larry the Axe Hennig, which is where he gets the name, Curtis Axel, a combination of the first name of his father and the nickname of his grandfather.
You are 100% correct, Connor. And you know what? You look at Curtis Axel and you see so much potential. So much potential, and with Super Ronnie in his corner, I think Curtis Axel is going to shoot straight to the moon as he disposed of our Intercontinental Champion, Mr. Evan Bourne, who I think is going to borrow time.
Quick question. If R-Truth is Super Ronnie, what does that make Curtis Axel?
Batman.
Badass. I was gonna say Robin, but okay. Whatever floats your boat.
He's better than Robin. He was our Intercontinental Champion, undeserving Intercontinental Champion. Sorry.
How about Big Ass? How about Big Ass?
He has the detective skills of Batman.
Badass? But badass, but with ass.
Super Axe, Super Ronnie. There we go.
I'm gonna go with badass. But one man who can sort of disguise like Superman, Evan Bourne.
Super Ronnie at ringside. Super Axel.
So is Curtis Axel the sidekick or what?
There's no sidekicks here, so they're both equals.
So Bat-Axe fits better because they're equal. Super Axe kind of makes him sound like a sidekick.
Evan Bourne,
super accent, doing so good. As Evan Bourne just might be Axel's kryptonite.
Give it time, give it time, give it time. He will show Evan Bourne who is the future.
Oh! Another arm drag! And a kick right to the side of the head.
Remember very, very closely, sir. Super Ronnie is SmackDown's Money in the Bank. So you know what? Now that I think about Last Resort, we could see Samoa Joe, we couldn't see Samoa Joe or Josh Bishop. We might get Super Ronnie.
Oh God, no.
And imagine how great that would be.
Oh God, no. I'm less dreading R-Truth winning the WWE Championship, and I'm more dreading how you're going to respond to that.
Super Ronnie, quite possibly, you know, I have to say this, and I have to admit, Super Ronnie is probably right now the most dangerous threat on SmackDown Live.
And, speaking of Super Ronnie.
Wait, Axel with a roll-up.
And, Evan Bourne with a roll-up.
1, 2.
No!
Axel was able to kick out.
Evan Bourne almost, he might have had, Axel might have had some of Evan Bourne's tights.
No tights, no. Axel doing it clean.
Sure. Sure he plays clean.
He does.
Sure. Sure he does. He's as clean as a pig.
We got 1, we got 2. In a way, a counter for Axel. Look at that beautiful counter. 2. Evan Bourne able to kick out. Axel showing up Evan Bourne right now. This is what I'm talking about Curtis Axel. The potential is there.
And I have to tell you something. Curtis Axel was personally trained by his father and the legendary Harley Race. So that dropkick is probably something he learned from his pops.
Good. And that will lead him to victory here tonight against Evan Bourne, the WEDF Intercontinental Champion.
Oh, what the hell's Ronnie doing? What the hell's Ronnie doing? Oh! R-Truth!
I don't see nothing R-Truth doing wrong. He's sitting out there in the ring. But Evan Bourne missing the knees. That makes him back and harm him.
The damn chair!
Evan Bourne missed the knees.
Evan Bourne, Axel! Axel hit the chair! Oh!
Ref!
Referee stealing the chair away from Curtis Axel. That same chair took out Ryback.
The ref just screwed Curtis Axel, I think. Axel was going to throw the chair out the ring. The referee just
How do you know he was going to do that?
Because it's Curtis Axel. He does things clean, and Evan Bourne's taking advantage of this.
Sure. You could have done this qualified right there.
He was throwing the chair out of the ring. Evan Bourne, like the coward that he is, took advantage of the referee taking the chair from Axel.
Sure he is. Sure, Curtis Axel was going to throw the chair out of the ring.
Yes,
sure
he was. Wait. Axel going to finish it here. Come on, Axel, put him away.
Axel,
Bourne countered. The super kick from Evan Bourne.
Another kick from Evan Bourne. Oh, what the hell was that?
I don't know. Looked a bit feminine, though. Evan Bourne, wait a minute.
Oh, this thing's
see it?
feminine.
Airborne.
Bourne.
And that might be it. 1, 2, and dialed up. IC champion Evan Bourne wins after taking advantage of Curtis Axel. Yeah, taking advantage of Curtis Axel.
Sure, he was gonna throw that damn chair out of the ring.
Took advantage and the referee screwed Curtis Axel.
Curtis Axel style is as clean as Luke Harper's shirt.
Wait, Super Ronnie.
Well, what the hell? Oh, come on! That's just over!
Good job, Super Ronnie. Show him the error of his ways. Cheating to win.
Error of his ways! R-Truth and Curtis are just sore losers who can't accept the fact that they lost!
Evan Bourne took advantage of a distracted Axel and deserves everything that's happening to him right now.
Serious? This is ridiculous!
It is not. He deserves this.
Come on!
He deserves everything that's happening to him, Connor. You know it.
You show me thought!
Look at this. Good job. Super Ryan showing the injustice that Evan Bourne did to Curtis Axel.
Injustice? This is an injustice! A cheap shot by R-Truth! And now they're ganging up on the Intercontinental Champions who did nothing but win the damn match!
Wait, whoa!
Oh, here comes the cavalry!
I hear the music.
Here comes the cavalry! Bring them down! You're messing up now! The big guy is hungry for vengeance, hungry for blood! And he wants the blood of absolute truth! And here we go!
Oh,
Time!
Destroy Curtis Axel. The human wrecking ball Ryback. Wait, he has a still shot. That's not needed. That's not needed, Axel. Ryback. Wasn't needed.
He's gonna make Axel regret bringing that chair with them, marching around the ring.
Ryback, no!
Shell shot! No! This is what a man is! Attacking you in your face instead of from behind!
That wasn't necessary, Ronnie. Oh no.
R-Truth in the trouble! Here we go! Hip toss by the big guy! The human wrecking ball! R-Truth, spine bust time! And Evan Bourne realizes that he has a friend in Ryback.
Once again, taking advantage of someone else's dirty work. Once again, Evan Bourne taking advantage of someone else's dirty work. You don't talk. This is our Intercontinental Champion. Are you kidding me?
Closing at the top.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our Intercontinental Champion taking advantage of a wounded man. Look at this. Look at this.
How does it feel, Super Ronnie? How does it feel to get ganged up on? R-Truth deserves it.
Evan Bourne, our Intercontinental Champion, taking advantage of a wounded man.
Punch Evan Bourne first. R-Truth got what was coming to him.
R-Truth was doing injustice work. Are you kidding me?
Save Truth on dose of his own medicine.
Once again, you know, I am ashamed of our Intercontinental Champion taking advantage of a wounded man.
I'm ashamed of the money in the bank. I'm a distracted champion.
And let's get some help for Curtis Axel, who got brutalized by a steel chair.
You! What the hell?
Backstage. Sheamus attacking the New Day.
Xavier Woods! Xavier Woods is blindsided by Sheamus' back! What the hell?
How you gonna call this blindside? I think Xavier Woods started this. I think Xavier Woods started this fight.
Come on! Sheamus! You know Sheamus started this!
No. The New Day always ran their mouths. I believe that Xavier.
Sheamus taking out Xavier Woods. So that's one less New Day member to worry about.
I doubt that. I think Xavier Woods was talking crap about Sheamus, and Sheamus did not want any of it, attacking Xavier Woods, putting Xavier Woods in his place. You know the New Day started this nonsense, Carter. Don't give me that crap.
We know for a damn fact that Sheamus and his damn mohawk started this fight.
No. Throwing accusations out there. You know how the New Day is. I guarantee it was all New Day stars. And Sheamus is saying, you know what? I'm sick of this crap. And he did what was best for business.
Oh, best for business. CM Punk's favorite phrase, probably.
Tag team matches next. The Bar versus the New Day.
Alright.
One of my favorite entrances in all of WEDF.
And these two are a united force that have simply dubbed themselves. They have officially adopted the moniker, The Bar.
Good, as they should be.
And the
watch
reason
this
for
car.
that
Watch this.
is because they don't just set the bar. They don't, they don't just set the bar. They are the bar. They felt disrespected, overlooked by management, and they have a common enemy in that. They won't take any more disrespect from anyone.
Now, I agree with that. And they were overlooked. They were disrespected.
And it was Rey Mysterio that unintentionally brought these two together.
Rey Mysterio disrespected them once again. And they got tired of the crap. Like, I guarantee Xavier was disrespected, which is why he is now being looked at by our training staff right now.
Okay, man. Both of these men are formidable on their own. So how unstoppable are they going to be together?
By the way, exclusive news here. A quick update on our dear wrestler transaction. He is doing okay because of hurt neck and bruised ribs from Ryback taking advantage of him. But he will be fine. So are Truth. Quick update on those two guys right there.
There's nothing to worry about then. I guess Curtis Axel was just weaker than we all anticipated.
No, still chairs.
But if he was super ass, then that wouldn't have done him so bad. That wouldn't have hurt him so bad, right?
It's just amazing how disrespected Sheamus and Cesaro was. I mean, look at the hard work Sheamus, put in after he beat Kurt Angle. Now, I love CM Punk, but he was made a fool by Punk thanks to the Shield at the Rumble. Cesaro wasn't granted, a decent match with Mysterio WrestleMania 3. I mean, come on.
Though, Cesaro seemed to run away every time Rey won in a match with him.
I'm happy these two guys came together, and I hope they put the New Day down in New Day's place, which is hopefully on the unemployment line one day soon.
Big E and Kofi Kingston, just because they're all claps and dancing, doesn't mean they can't get it done in the ring.
Yeah, well, I hope they understand that Sheamus is not going to be Mr. Nice Sheamus, Mr. Nice Fella anymore. I hope they understand this is the new reinvigorated Sheamus. This is a new reinvigorated Cesaro, and they are going to destroy any team that comes in their way. And I hope the New Day understands that.
If Perfect was here, he'd be freaking out right now.
Look at Sheamus right here, attacking right there on the spot from Diggy. Look at Sheamus dominating right here. Look at
Carl would be marking out if he was here. He isn't here because he refused to get jiggy with it. And he went back on the deal, man. He went back on the deal. You don't go back on a deal.
Carter is here because he's doing exclusive run around for me. So
really?
Because Carter's on board with me my title.
You know what?
Enough about Carter. This is not his show. It's my show.
I thought this was CM Punk's show.
I traveled from Monday Night Raw over here to Smackdown Live.
I don't think CM Punk's going to be very happy with you calling this your show.
I have permission from CM Punk.
Really? I probably should have figured that.
I'm entertaining Sheamus. Yes. Look at this right here, Connor. Look at this. greatness of Sheamus and Cesaro.
Sheamus. Oh, Big E though.
Big E taking a cheap shot to Cesaro.
Big E.
Oh, Big E has a great strength. Look at what he did, taking a cheap shot to Cesaro. Come on, Big E.
Well, if he didn't take the cheap shot, Cesaro wouldn't.
I doubt that. Cesaro's an honorable man for me.
Sure is. He's as honorable as Curtis Axel.
What is Kofi doing? What is the tip shot?
What?
Honorably, New Day. Well, you're supposed to be the fan favorites, fighting honorably. Trying to get away the victory, as always.
It's simple tag team work. Isolate one, take out the other. It's not a cheap shot. He's in the match. It's legal to attack him.
Cheap shots.
It's not a cheap shot if it's legal.
New Day's in firm control now after all the cheap shots they've done.
Oh! Big E. Has Sheamus on his shoulders. Oh, with the elbows right to the jaw. Big E.
Look at the great tag team work from Sheamus and Cesaro. It's just so great to see these guys finally just using their talents in such a way.
Wait a minute. Oh! 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 Cesaro was going to go for a cheap shot. And a crossbody from Kofi!
Doing what it needs to be done.
Referee. Oh. And Sheamus trying to get in the ring, but the referee. Oh, and there goes Sheamus. Hope he better get out of the ring. Referee's counting. Wow! Wow! Over the top.
Sheamus and Cesaro are destroying the New Day right now. This new aggressive side. You gotta love it.
Oh, and now Cesaro going after Kofi. Oh! Ho, ho, ho.
Beautiful uppercut.
The Swiss Death. Oh, and this is just transformed into chaos.
Big E, everyone's outside the ring just destroying each other.
This is how Sheamus and Cesaro operate. With chaos.
And I enjoy every minute of it. Wait, what's Cesaro about to do here? Cesaro! Spear to the barricade! Spear to the barricade! This is the aggression I want to see!
Oh my god, oh my god! Oh,
Ribs.
they're gonna take Big E out of the match for a while. This could be the beginning of the end for Big E. Cesaro can just end it now. Oh god, come on! Going after the Wolves again!
WEDF Universe and the Neanderthals are trying to will the New Day on, but there's no hope for a New Day. They are broken. They're
New Day.
battered.
Just end it, Cesaro. You can pin him and be done with it. And that's exactly what he's doing. Oh my god. How in the hell did he kick out? And Kofi, Sheamus is continuing the beating on Kofi Kingston. The Bar are trying to end the New Day. Xavier's in the back, and now Big E and Kofi in the ring.
New Day brought it to himself, disrespecting Sheamus and Cesaro. I'm trying to tell you.
How do you know? They disrespected the bar.
It's the New Day. It's what they do.
Oh, Sheamus. He's just staring at Big E. His chrome body. Oh, but Big E. Here we go.
He's taking the strap.
Oh! Oh! That might not do anything.
Cesaro with a beautiful German suplex, helping his partner out.
Yeah, that is, he hit the splash. But again, that might not do any favors to his injured ribs. Oh, a spine buster! Damn it.
And it's going right back to the ribs, back in the ribs area of Big E. Big E was speared through a barricade earlier. He's trying to get to Kofi Kingston.
He's crawling.
I don't think Cesaro noticed it.
Oh, and Kofi Kingston.
Kofi Kingston fired up.
Kofi Kingston's ready to go. Oh, Sheamus. Kofi caught Sheamus. Someone coming.
Kofi.
Oh.
And Cesaro right there. Taking care of Kofi, taking care of Big E. The bar.
Cesaro and the swift death. Again, the swift death.
Wait. Cesaro. Going for the swing.
Gonna go for the swing.
2, 3, 4, 5. He can keep going forever.
7, 8, 9. Wow.
Sheamus taking out Big E.
Oh, but Cesaro's tired.
That could be it. 1,
2.
Cesaro.
Kofi cannot stick out. It's done.
Bar simply dominant tonight. There's your future WEDF Smackdown Tag Champions right there. I'm marking my words.
What a victory. Sheamus is trying to get him to shake his hand. Trying to get him to shake his hand. Oh. And they're trying to outdo each other, it seems. I don't think there might be a united force.
And you're right behind them.
They might be a united force, but that doesn't mean they're exactly friends yet.
The best in the world, CM Punk.
Poor Punk wanting to pick the damn bones. Punk's just trying to take out Punk's going to take out everyone that stands in his way.
I agree. It'll be great. But ladies and gentlemen, Last Resort 4 coming up very soon. And we have a hellacious card for that TPV.
Indeed, Booker T will take on Rob Van Dam in our pre-show bout. That is set to be a good one.
Former friends turned bitter enemies. Booker T, I think, is in the complete right. RVD was failing them the entire time. Booker T seeks revenge.
Next, we have the Dream Team, Styles and Starr versus Ambrose and Rollins of the Shield.
The Shield will claim those titles, and justice will be served to the Dream Team once and for all. Smokey, who should be fired, I might add, faced off against two admins in a Hell in a Cell match. This has to be their last match.
This is going to be a war, Benji.
Who will win it? Probably no one in the end.
And that rivalry is personal, but then we have the WEDF title match. Samoa Joe, Joshua Bishop.
That match will be hellacious.
And then we have an iconic match. Goldberg, Kurt Angle.
Goldberg once was his.
Heavyweight Championship.
Goldberg once was his, and I have to think Goldberg's gonna get it.
Last Resort in Dallas, Texas, and they say everything's bigger in Texas. Can't get any bigger than Angle versus Goldberg. And after what we saw on Raw, these two men are ready for each other. And I cannot wait for that match. But up next we have our main event of the evening. And it is the WEDF Champion Samoa Joe one-on-one with all three Hounds of Justice. Dean Ambrose, the Lunatic Fringe, Seth Rollins, the Architect, and the Big Dog, Roman Reigns, 1-on-3. And here comes the Lone Warrior. And I think tonight might be the night that the streak ends.
One thing is guaranteed, man. Joe was great and all, but he would not be able to take down the Shield, who I think is the most dominant force, period, ever in WEDF.
It is two dominant forces colliding tonight.
And I agree with this match CM Punk made tonight. I 100% agree with it. He's good competition for Joe going into Last Resort.
But we also have to point out this. Abyss. Roman Reigns mentioned it. Will Abyss make his presence felt tonight? Abyss is on a quest of vengeance, on a quest for blood, for retribution, after what CM Punk and the Shield did to Kane and the Undertaker, his fallen brothers. And Abyss has felt no emotion ever since then, except for one: rage.
If Abyss was smart, he would stay clear of the Shield, he would stay clear of CM Punk. CM Punk, you gotta remember, CM Punk is in charge.
Do you think Abyss is going to care? Do you think Abyss is going to care about whether or not he has a job?
I think so. He said to put food on wherever he lives. You know, at the end of the day, Abyss he may call himself a demon, a man, but he still has a life. And if he knows what's right, he will comply to CM Punk, leave the Shield alone, and dwell in wherever trash can.
Angie, you're bullshit. Abyss is not going to leave the Shield alone under any circumstances. It doesn't matter if CM Punk is his boss or not, Abyss is going to get revenge. But there's another element to this. The Dream Team. Are they going to get involved?
Dream Team, once again, will have to deal with the Shield at Last Resort. They have no business interfering in tonight's matches or anything. Okay? Dream Team needs to worry about one thing, and that is trying to keep their titles at Last Resort, which I don't think they will. And the Abyss needs to stay away from CM Punk and the Shield. And go back to whatever trash dump he came from. And be happy he still has a job.
I don't think Abyss is going to care about a job as long as he does not, as long as he doesn't have the blood of the Shield on his hands, he'll never be happy.
I don't care about being happy. He needs to keep his job. And if he's smart, he stay away from them.
Abyss?
In fact, if he was smart, he's
he doesn't care about a job. The guy is a sociopath. He's crazier than Ambrose.
And what happened to the Undertaker? What happened to Kane? If Abyss goes against the Shield, the exact same thing will happen to him. If I was Abyss, I would join CM Punk in this era of greatness. The era of CM Punk Live.
CM Punk Live.
Exactly. No longer we're going to call the show Smackdown Live. We're not going to use the Rock catchphrase. No. CM Punk Live. Samoa Joe and Ambrose.
And if you want to call John Morrison crazy, that's fine. But Abyss is crazier than John Morrison. In fact, he's probably crazier than Morrison and Miz combined into one. And then make them even crazier than usual.
Abyss may be a sociopath and all that, but you know, once again, I say you gotta do what's best for your career. No matter how crazy Abyss may be, this is all he has. This is his career. Where he gonna go? Go into politics? If Abyss knows good for himself, he will stay away from CM Punk. He will stay away from the Shield. His brothers, Kane and Undertaker, decimated.
I mean, I think Abyss could get some pretty good casting roles in Hollywood. The Reigns with a cheap shot and with the headbutt specifically, Samoans have a reputation of having quite far heads.
Well, speaking of Samoans, Samoa Joe's game.
Samoa Joe!
Wait.
Samoa Joe was included, even though he's not, part of the Anoa'i family. He can still hit real hard. And Rollins, though, he's on the roll.
Seth Rollins, the architect of the Shield, who I think has the most potential out of all the Shield members, might add you.
Good grief. And this is what the Shield do best. The pack of dogs mentality. Divide and conquer.
And that's why the Shield will be successful at Last Resort.
And I don't doubt that. I don't doubt they're going to divide up Zack Starr and AJ Styles and then conquer them one by one.
I think they will. And they 100% will. Big dog Roman Reigns.
And this is a rematch from last week on Unfinished Business. Of course, the match ended by a disqualification.
And Reigns was on the verge of winning that match, I might add.
And deep down, you have to think that deep down in Roman Reigns' mind, in the darkest pits of his head, he wanted to beat Joe himself. He wanted to get that win over the WEDF Champion himself.
Maybe so. And he was on the verge of winning, but Roman needs to keep his head on straight and worry about the Shield, not about his selfish desires.
And that's probably why he's keeping that compressed. He's probably keeping that compressed, knowing that what happened last week was all a part of CM Punk's plan.
long as Roman understands his place, he will be fine. Maybe a future Intercontinental Champion someday. Could you imagine, Connor, if the Shield and Punk have all the gold on SmackDown? It will
That's
be
probably what CM Punk has in his plan. That's probably the plan of CM Punk. Why does Dean Ambrose keep headbutting Samoa Joe? Does he not know it's not a good idea to headbutt a Samoan?
Superstitions, Connor. Ambrose is just doing what is right for business.
And Joe turning around. Oh no!
Wait, no! Joe caught him in midair!
Oh, but Joe wasted too much time to act. Another headbutt. Why do you keep doing that? Forearm. Joe. Oh! Man, Ambrose. I mean, the guy's a little bit sick, so I probably should master that.
We got a pinfall here. We got a pin. 1, 2.
No.
I just can't believe that
Ambrose is in shock.
Lunatic Larry did not put Joe down.
And Reigns has been tagged.
The big dog of the Shield. In my opinion,
And the big dog's on the hunt. And Roman Reigns. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No, please, no. No, don't, please, no.
Yes.
No. Gonna take it out. So many men. And Samoa Joe.
That should be it. When the finish is over. 2 and what? How did Joe kick out? I had ordered everything to be ready. Hold on.
What is Samoa Joe? What the hell is this man made of?
Hey, Rollins with the knee.
What the hell is this man made of? What the hell? Is he human? Is Samoa Joe even human? What has to be going on the mind of Joshua Bishop? What has to be going on in the mind of CM Punk? What the hell is CM Punk's thought process?
CM Punk's thought process that he would beat Samoa Joe with 1 GTS.
But he kicked out of a triple powerbomb!
Triple
one GTS to put down Samoa Joe!
I think he will. CM Punk's the best in the world. He has the potential to do that.
But he kicked out of the triple powerbomb, Kenji!
Hey, the GTS is more powerful than the triple powerbomb, sir. It's CM Punk. Never go against Punk. And a double DT outside the ring. Never go against Punk.
What the hell is Samoa Joe? John Cena can't even beat Samoa Joe. And he gave Samoa Joe everything he has. Big Mac John can't beat him. How can you stop Samoa Joe?
Simple. You do whatever you have to do. All these people have been fighting Joe so honorably, so fan favorite like. Do what you have to do. Him in the balls.
Samoa Joe, it's just, he's holding his own against the Shield. He is fighting. Samoa Joe, he isn't fighting. He isn't wrestling. He is surviving the Shield.
He's a hell of a match. You know what?
This is a fun. This is like nature and the predators and the prey trying to survive against the predators.
So happy CM Punk made this match. Good competition for Joe. We get to see the Shield. Wait, Joe tackles Rollins out. Ambrose.
Samoa Joe. Reigns has him on his shoulders.
What's Reigns trying to do here? Trying to... So wait. He's looking for a Samoa drop, but Joe countered. These two men put on a hell of a match last week. Joe.
Oh my god.
Wait, Rollins.
Even the referee's taking some damage.
Rollins.
This isn't a match. This is just anarchy.
Wait, Joe. Taking out everyone in the Shield.
The Shield trying their best.
Ambrose.
It's almost like the Shield is desperate now. They don't know what to do. After Joe kicked out of the triple powerbomb, they don't know what the hell to do.
Rollins is now legal.
Rollins getting Samoa Joe up. Rollins. He has him in a good position. Oh no, Rollins! Oh my god! I thought he was gonna go for that buckle bomb.
Joe countered.
Samoa Joe with the counter. Oh, Rollins avoided disaster right there.
Left and right. Super kick.
1, 2.
One.
What the hell is it gonna take? What the hell is Samoa Joe made of? What the hell is he? What in the hell is he?
Joe is he's a machine, simply put.
And this machine is borderline unstoppable. Oh God! 1, 2, oh, to break up. Samoa Joe. What the hell is Joe doing? Oh my god, Reigns got him out of the ring, and the Shield. How desperate must the Shield be at this point?
I wouldn't call it desperation. I think they're just getting more aggressive as it goes on, Connor. They know they have the upper hand.
They're out of options. The triple powerbomb didn't do it. Nobody survived the triple powerbomb except Samoa Joe.
Triple powerbomb may be strong, but guess what? They all three have their own finishing maneuvers as well. They can, I think,
beat Samoa Joe.
If all three of them hit him at one time, back to back, I think he could.
But Samoa Joe, he's refusing to say die. And the Shield are hitting it with their best weapon.
Superman punch for Roman, busting Joe open.
Reigns in the corner.
Wait.
Samoa Joe's doing.
Whoa!
What? No way!
That's Raw Superstars on Smackdown Live as a dream team. What the hell are they doing? Well, I mean, I know I'm a Raw guy, but
who's listening? Rollins going after AJ Styles. The tag champs can appear on both brands, and they're certainly using that to their advantage tonight. Rollins in the crowd, fighting Styles. Oh my God! Wait a minute! Reigns on his own. Somebody! Samoa Joe and the Dream Team. Somebody! Conquer the Shield.
The Shield should win, Joe.
Dividing and conquering the Shield.
Joe, the match should be over by disqualification. Joe should have lost.
Dividing and conquering the Shield.
Joe on the finish streak should be over.
Conquer the Shield's own strategy. Use the dead step. The ref doesn't see anything anymore in the crowd.
How does the ref not see? Is he blind?
He's focused on Joe and Reigns.
How does the ref not see any of this? He must be blind.
He's paying attention to the action in the ring. He doesn't care what's going on with the illegal competitors. He's focused on the legal men.
No, Styles, no, Styles, no! Oh my God! This match should be over! What is going... This referee needs to be damn fired!
No way! Oh! CC is the Gary! No way! No way! Is he going to do it?
No fucking way! This ref needs to be fired!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
No.
Oh my god!
No.
No fucking way! No way! Is it gonna be him? Is it gonna do it?
Don't you dare count that pin! No! This referee needs to be fucking... Are you fucking kidding me? Can we get some help for the Shield out here? I gotta go get some... Can we get some help for the Shield? The Dream Team invading Smackdown, even if they can appear of both brands. Referee didn't see none of this. Referee needs to be fired. That's not WEDF Smackdown. Ref needs to be freaking fired.
Also buds.